Now this is my kind of weekend shopping. I mean, I've got my Birkenstocks on so I can go help Guy and Bobby do the things out in the garden that they need to do. My name is Valerie Stupp. I'm so happy to shop with you this morning. We're actually going to shop together for the next 3 hours, so grab your favorite morning beverage and maybe a snack. This hour is all about Birkenstock, and here's one of the things I love about bringing you a full hour of Birkenstock is we have some of their #1 best sellers. We've new colors for the season, and we've got some good sale prices. Don't forget, we've got 5 interest-free credit card payments. That is happening today and today only, so you can break up your payments on your brand new Birkenstocks. Let's go back to one of the OGs, one of the all-stars, one of the biggest customer picks is the Arizona. That's that double strap design. You've got buckles on each strap. And this is a slide. So you slide in and out of these. Once you set it, forget it. Can we just draw our attention to the customer appreciation price? We're celebrating you all month long, and we're bringing you this Arizona slide in new, different designs, like new colors, for $84.99. Birkenstock is also on free shipping and handling here at HSN, so we get to send it directly to your door. You don't even have to leave the house. We've got brand new colors like this gorgeous embossed light rose lizard, and then Miss Shalane is wearing it in the new canvas in that stone coin color. So we've got everything for everyone. And if the 2-strap design, that double strap for Arizona, is not your vibe, or maybe you already have 16 of them, like me. No, I mean, you know, who doesn't need another one? We've got more of a single wider band called the Catalina Graceful. So there's different versions of the Graceful. And this does have that more wide band with that buckle off to the side. And these are, again, all about that Birkenstock construction, that cork bed, that cork footbed. And we've got really gorgeous, almost like jewelry for your feet. So this is kind of a really pretty gold with that big gold buckle. Is that the right one? It is the right one? Nope, that's a different shoe. I thought so. Listen, I'm a Birks girl. I know what's going on. Jamie's got she has a different Birkenstock with a bigger buckle, a little bit more jewelry. This is gonna have a little bit more of a smaller buckle, and there's like a little bit of like a geometric strap. So, but these are on sale for $89.95. and $17.99 gets it home, free shipping and handling. This one's the Graceful Taupe. So, like I said, we're gonna have a lot of fun. And we're gonna shop and we're gonna talk about Birkenstock. And if you're familiar with Birkenstock, you understand the history and the legacy, and it's all about the footbed. And we'll remind you of that throughout the hour. And that doesn't change. The only thing that changes is the upper design. So we'll dive into the Madrid. That is the one that Jamie had on. I knew I was right. The Madrid is going to be one of the newer styles, at least one of the newer collections for me. Has a big ornate buckle. So it's got one single strap. This is gonna be the one in licorice. So it's a little bit more of a sheen. This is also the most limited. And then Jamie was wearing it in gold. So this is a little bit more a flash. It's got that metallic vibe to it. Also has that gold buckle, and that one's the most popular. And then perhaps maybe sitting at my door in a box that I haven't opened yet, I purchased this beautiful alloy. I love the silver gray. I love that it had like a patent to it and the silver buckle. But I spent $120 on it. I'm not gonna lie, I did, but that's okay because it's worth it. $89.99 today for you, and 5 interest-free credit card payments and free shipping and handling on Birkenstock.
And a full hour.
And a full hour with Amy West, who I absolutely adore, and you do too. We see a lot of you in the world of fashion.
Yes, ma'am.
And I love that for your chosen footwear brand that you bring to us, Birkenstock. And there really is, there's like almost like a secret club for us girls who love our Birkenstocks.
We're Birkies, right? We're Birkies. Here's the thing. When you have over 250 years of tradition, when you have quality construction made in Germany, as it always has been, and when you have these high fashion looks, yeah, why wouldn't we be totally bragging about these in the fashion world? The absolute perfect completer to any outfit, but most importantly, that health and wellness DNA that's part of our brand, starting with that contoured footbed that, by the way, Birkenstock invented and has been around since the very beginning. So the Madrid, as you mentioned, this is a newer reinvention of it with that big buckle and with obviously those fun uppers with the gold, with the alloy. But did you know this was actually our very first silhouette? The Madrid is over 60 years old.
I did know that, but because she keeps kind of jazzing things up with just like kind of changing the way she's dressing, and I love that we've got these new sort of fun metallic and bigger, bolder buckles. It really does lend itself to what Birkenstock does best, right?
Yes.
They don't change the DNA of the brand. They just give you different variations of it so you can play with different colors and different materials and different designs. So this is $18 to get it home. We send it directly to your door, free shipping and handling. We take every major credit card. And if you're looking for something new for the season and something really easy, maybe it's your first Birkenstock you've ever picked up, this is an excellent place to start because it is the original, 60 years old. But these are new colors. So that is going to be the gold. We also have it for you in the licorice, which is black. And then we have it in the gray, what we call alloy. And they all have these really pretty buckles to them. But we're gonna go back and let's start with the DNA of the footbed.
Yes.
Actually, let's tell everybody how we size first, and then we'll explain why you size that way.
Yeah, I'm glad that you brought that up. So we do whole sizes. So your whole and your half sizes are together. So if you're a 10.5, you're gonna get a 10. If you're a 5.5, you're gonna get a 5. And if you're a 5, you're gonna get a 5. So 5.5 is a 5, 6.5 is a 6. If you're familiar with Birkenstock and you know that we're a European company, you know, made in Europe, you will know that our sizing is generally European. We've done all those conversions for you on HSN, so don't overthink it. Just buy your true to size. You'll know if it fits when you slide in there because your heel will be inside of that heel cup, inside of the framing of the contoured footbed. Your toes will be inside of that contoured footbed, inside that frame, and they will rest over this raised toe bar. If anything is falling over, that means you need to go ahead and size up. I haven't found a person yet, though, that's a half size that said, no, I had to size up. I would say only if there was Sherpa in it, in our winter ones. If we have a Sherpa, then in that case, you might want to size up. But for our traditional Birkenstocks, true to size.
So we have the, sorry, I was taking a drink of water. We're gonna talk about the footbed, because this is really what takes it from being, you know, any other footwear and really makes it like a customized shoe for you, really, to your foot.
That is the magic of Birkenstock. So not only is it a contoured footbed, which we do see contoured footbeds out there in the market today, but this is the only one that molds to your foot. This is that original Birkenstock magic. So I'll do a little tour of the contours first. First, we have that deep heel cup. That's where you're gonna slide in. I call it that Lego effect when you slide your foot into a Birkenstock, because everything kind of locks into place perfectly. But starting with that heel, then you have that arch support. So this arch support supports all 4 arches of your foot. You don't just have one, you have 4. And it looks a bit like a rectangle. That's how it's supporting all 4 arches of your feet. Then you have this wide toe box. So this is where your toes really get to stretch out, find their place, take up space in that big toe box, which is what you need for balance and alignment in your body. And then this raised toe bar, which allows for that natural gripping motion that you make when you walk, stimulates circulation, and really contributes to your overall health and wellness. What happens when you wear the Birkenstock? The first couple days, you want to just wear it for a few hours. It's going to feel really firm when you take it out of the box. You want to adjust your buckle to your comfort level. It feels a little firmer than most people are used to because a lot of people are used to maybe a cushion footbed.
Right.
This one is very firm. But what happens as you wear it, it's going to start heating up to your body. That cork and latex are going to move around to really support the contours of your individual foot, just like we're seeing with this graphic. As your feet in the sand, it's a similar construction, right? It's a similar intention that it's going to rise up and really support your foot in every little angle. And what that does is it creates a custom experience for you and for your individual foot, giving you the support that you need. And for that reason, don't share your Birkenstocks.
Don't share your Birks, no,
That's a
absolutely
no-no.
Yeah, and I think that it really is that imprint of you and your personal foot, and we're all designed different. Your right foot's not the same as your left, and the front of your foot might be different than the back of your foot. Like, everything needs that perfect imprint, and I think that that's what this footbed really does that no other brand is doing. And there are a lot of brands who are imitating the Birkenstock styles. You'll see them out there, and they may be a lot less money, and they may be something you can only wear for a month or two, and then they break down. These are materials that are made to last. That's why Birkenstock has literally been around for nearly 250 years. Let's talk about going a little bit even deeper to the cork specifically. And how that plays into the footbed.
I really love to talk about the cork, actually, because it is something that's a more sustainable product. So first of all, you don't have to cut a cork tree down. They harvest the bark of the cork tree. I believe it's every 7 years. It might be 10. Then it actually goes to the winemakers. We're making corks out of these first, which I think is the best thing. It makes it so romantic to me that this first, it was part of wine. It was part of art, culinary art, right? Then we take those used corks. That's our job. We take those, we grind them down, and that's the product that goes into the cork for the footbed. Latex is also a product that comes from wood. So those are both natural products. So we're taking a cork and latex. That's what creates the center of that. And that's what heats up, because it's an organic substance, to mold to your foot.
I never saw that picture before about the cork. That's really, really fascinating to me. And I love the origination of it. And I love to know that story, because I think about what I'm putting, what I'm wearing and what I'm putting on my skin. And now you know what's underneath your feet. And your feet are so important. It affects your mood. Obviously, you want your outfit to look good. And this is such a beautiful style. It's not covering too much of the foot. You still get to see that great pedicure. It's not giving you a strap behind the ankle. Maybe that's a space that rubs for you. You're getting tons of arch support. And eventually, this is going to feel like your very best friend, because the more you wear it, the better it gets. And honestly, you'll want to wear them, especially right now as we go into warmer months that you're, having more warmth in your feet and the temperature in your body. And once you set that buckle, you never have to adjust it. If you need to, it is adjustable. I love this alloy color. It is a brand new color. It's the color that I personally chose to purchase a few weeks ago before it was on a customer appreciation price. You're getting it at a fantastic deal. You're saving $30 today. I just want to remind you, Birkenstock doesn't go on sale. They don't have to go on sale. In fact, people go out into the marketplace and they pay full price, at one moment. We're even doing flex pay. So not only do we do free shipping and handling, you got a great sale price, you also have 5 months to pay it off. So maybe it is a graduation gift for your daughter, or maybe you know that your sister's coming to visit this summer and she is a Berkey's girl. This is a great opportunity for you to pick it up. Now remember, we are doing only whole sizes. That's what Birkenstocks does. So if you're a half size, we recommend that you round down. So if you're a 7.5, you would choose the 7. So they're dual sizing, 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, and up until 11, 11.5. I love that we have a full range of sizes. Now you get to play with the fun splash of color. Gold is one of those shoes that can really be like that dressy moment. So if you got a little spring summer dress on, or you have some shorts, or maybe some trousers, adding that little pop of metallic, but it's not a glitter. It is a very soft, malleable material that wraps up and over your foot. And that buckle just is, it's a star in this one.
It really is. One thing that I love about the big buckle, it is like jewelry for your feet, but Birkenstocks, they all have a strap and a buckle. The only one, I made the statement yesterday, the only one that we didn't have was the Barbados EVA, doesn't have a buckle. But all the other ones have buckles. And so I love that we took kind of that signature buckle of Birkenstock and really just made it more powerful, more of a statement, and more of a status symbol, right? So when you look down and you see that shoe, and it's a cork shoe, and you see that buckle, oh, it's a Birkenstock. Yeah. Obviously, it has the logo on there as well, and you're going to see it here as well. But it really, to me, just pops as like, ooh, it's a Birkenstock. It's kind of screaming, look at my Birkenstock.
Well, yeah. I think the thing is then you also know the quality that you're getting. This is not a brand that is going to go out of style or out of business in a couple months, True. And there's a lot of brands that are imitating it, and they are not putting that incredible contoured cork footbed underneath your feet. And your feet, again, take a lot of pressure. They take a lot of heat. They take a lot of weight from all the things that you're doing. This is going to be the most excellent shoe you're going to wear for vacation, for all of your sporting events, your backyard barbecues, anytime you're getting together outside, leave these at the front door. The more you wear them, the better it gets. And if you're picking up one of these classic colors, they pretty much go with everything. You're wearing them starting right now. One of the things I wanted to point out is the traction. I know a lot of people are like, well, if I am going on vacation, what if I'm at the pool deck, or what if I'm on the gravel, or I'm outside catching fireflies with the kids? Like, you've got that great support, you've got that great traction on the bottom, but you've got all the beauty and the design. And I love that there's a little bit of an asymmetrical moment happening here, so it's not really crossing and cutting your foot in half. It's a little bit more elegant. It has a softness. This material is like not going to be itchy or scratchy. It's like felt on the bottom, so it feels like a t-shirt. And that buckle, this is why I got it. I loved the big, bold buckle. This is the licorice, so this is going to have a little bit of almost like a texture to it, but it still has a really pretty glossy sheen. It's not patent though. In the gold, you're also having that similar kind of textured but a sheen, like a high gloss to it, whereas in the alloy that Amy is holding, that has more of that slick, smooth, almost, you know what it looks like? Dolphin.
Oh,
It's like a dolphin skin because, and believe me, I know because I love dolphins, and that is what it's like, smooth and silky.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look elementary, and I love that you guys did more of that chrome buckle because that really gives it that like elevated design.
It really does. This whole look on all three of these really does elevate the whole look of the Madrid. So you have that versatility of being able to dress it up. You could wear this with soft suiting. You could wear this with your, you know, in your place of worship with a lovely dress. I know we have Easter coming up, Mother's Day coming up. We've got weddings, we've got baby showers, all of those things. Birkenstock is the perfect outfit completer.
Well, and I think to your point, we recognize Birkenstock. I know you and your family play a game when you see other people wearing Birkenstocks, and you'll find that the moment you're wearing them or you start buying more of them, you start noticing, oh wait, yeah, I'm in good company. Because a lot of people are wearing them, and they're so appropriate for so many occasions, and they really do scream spring, summer. I know a lot of our more neutral tones you'll wear in the fall. I wear mine even in the winter months here in Florida. So I hope you guys are treating yourself. This is really all about you, a dedicated hour to Birkenstock. Where else can you find not only the education and the history, but all the new styles for 2025? And we're giving you some on a special customer appreciation price. So $18 gets the Madrid home. We are going to give you another customer appreciation deal on the Arizona. So this is that two-banded slide, and every major designer is mocking up their version. These were the originals, but we have new colors and sort of a new upper. So this is going to be the embossed. This light rose right here is really pretty. So it's got like a lizard embossing. This one almost has like a copper or a rose gold accent on the buckle. And then you'll notice that that traction, that outsole is white. So you get the cork, you get that beautiful kind of white outsole. So it has this nice little kind of mixed media design. And these do come in that same dual sizing starting at 5, 5.5 up to 11, 11.5. Let me show you. Oh, we have one other lizard. Okay, this is what I wanted to show you. So these are the two in that sort of embossed lizard. This is the one that I'm wearing, which is the white, and then you have the light rose. Then we have brand new, we have some canvas ones, which I was really excited to see. I couldn't wait to see them in person. And there's two colors for you to choose from. There's surf green. Hello, nails. Do they not match?
I know, you're coordinating.
Like aqua.
Way cute.
And then if you like that gray, but maybe that silky, smooth, shiny alloy wasn't your thing, how about this one? Stone coin is this gray. Free shipping and handling, $17 gets this one home. The Arizona. I mean, speaking to my heart over here.
Anytime you can grab a deal for the Arizona, which is really probably, in my opinion, and from what I hear on the streets, like the most sought after silhouette that we have. A lot of people, when they think Birkenstock, they think the Arizona. They think the Arizona was the very first. It's actually celebrating 50 years, over 50 years. It's like 51 years now with Birkenstock. So it's a timeless favorite, and it's one that we keep bringing back and giving you those subtle changes to keep it present, to keep it here for you in the moment and on trend. So the canvas ones I think are so fun because they have a little distressing. It kind of reminds me of that like very distressed sneaker. And then the embossed ones, how gorgeous. I mean, build your entire wardrobe of Birkenstocks, because here's the thing, when you know you have a shoe that makes you feel good, makes your feet feel good, makes your whole body feel good the next day, you really do want to start replacing your whole wardrobe with Birkenstocks, because I have shoes, but these are the ones I reach for over and over again. So having that variety to go with whatever color you're wearing, to coordinate with your sundresses, like that's really what you want to have, is some great variety.
Well, and I think for most of us, we start out with the Arizona in the black, or maybe like a mocha or a taupe. How great are these spring colors? We're seeing lots of light pastels, and I like in the white lizard, it has this almost like touch of like a pearlescence to it. So it's not like a flat or a matte white. It's also not like a glossy white. It's really cool. And the embossing gives a little bit of texture, a little bit of interest, and that has the silver kind of matte finish on the buckle. Shalane is coming out in the canvas in the one that we are calling Stone Coin, which is such a cool color to have in gray. And then you've got the gray buckle, so it's a little bit more tonal, a little bit more casual, a little bit more, you know, kind of everyday jeans, t-shirt, or shorts and a tank top kind of vibe. But you're getting all of the same benefits that we know and we love from the Birkenstock Arizona, but now in these two new upper designs.
Yeah, I love that you were talking about our little family game. You know, we're all starting to think about travel now, whether you're traveling for, you know, vacation and getting out of the cold weather. Maybe you have a graduation coming up, a wedding. I've had a lot of family travel coming up. When we travel, we do play the game. It's counting the Birkenstocks. So I'm looking down, I'm looking to see what people love to travel in their Birkenstocks because you're walking a lot, you're going through maybe security if you're in the airport. For me, when we went to Europe last summer, obviously we saw tons of them because we're from Europe. Birkenstocks are from Europe, so you're gonna see a lot of them there. But they're so good for walking on any surface. So we're walking over cobblestones, you're walking throughout Rome, we were walking all over the place, and it was my Birkenstocks that I chose almost every day. Because when I chose my other ones, they would always be pinching here or rubbing there, but my Birkenstocks I knew were gonna support my feet, and I felt amazing at the end of the day. I didn't feel like, oh my gosh, my feet hurt so bad. So having that support, having that contoured footbed, having it mold completely to your foot, creating that custom experience. No other shoe does that.
Yeah, and I think to your point, because, you know, in a lot of summer sandals, even at these price points, you can feel the ground beneath you. Like you can feel the rocks and the pebbles, and you can feel when you change terrain. That's why this footbed is so unique. It's so special. That's why Birkenstocks has never changed it. That's what makes it so iconic, and that's why people return season after season, year after year, because they can trust that the footbed is going to mold to their foot, right?
Yes, exactly. And we're showing a little graphic right now. We can take a tour again through the footbed, starting with that deep heel cup. You're going to see, I mean, that goes in like ½ an inch there. You're going to slide in, your foot just locks into place. Then you have that great arch support, which is nice and firm. And then as it molds to your foot, gets a little softer and really supports all the soft edges of those arches. Then we have that nice wide toe box so that your toes can stretch out. You really need your toes to be able to take up space so you have proper balance. I don't know how many times I've had on like a narrow toe box, and then I'm like, find myself pitching forward if I have a little heel on, like my balance is off. So you need your toes to be able to really have that space for your balance to stretch out. Then you have that raised toe bar, which gives you that gripping motion for circulation. And all of that plays into the ultimate health and wellness of your feet, your legs, and in response, your body does respond to that.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I will say I was a little bit of one of, I can't say the last people to buy Birkenstocks, but I didn't jump on the bandwagon early. It was a little later in my life, but then when I got one pair and I wore it, and yeah, there is a break-in period, you know, to be honest with you, I was kind of used to some thin and flimsy and not a whole lot of support. So you first gonna step into these and you're gonna feel that they're gonna feel firmer. I'm not flexing these. You see, I'm not like, a lot of shoes were like flexible and cushion. No, these actually become like an extension of your body, but it is about that footbed that allows that to do that. And it takes a little bit of time. So I would say start wearing them around the house, and then you'll want to wear them, you know, maybe a couple hours here, a couple hours there, and then you'll find that you never want to not wear them. So you can see all of those components that we talked about when we showed you on that graphic, that deep heel cup, that little toe bar. This actually is a nice little gripping motion. It helps promote some circulation. And then you've got those 4 quadrants of that arch support. One thing I wanted to mention was the material that is touching your bare feet is very, very soft. I mean, it feels like your favorite t-shirt. It's a nice, flexible, you get the great exterior fashion moment, but this is what's touching your foot. And I think that's really important to know that everything is really, really soft. Of course, you're gonna set your buckles, and depending on how, you can set, these are independently, you know, available to set, so maybe you need them a little bit tighter around your toes, looser around the vamp of your foot, or vice versa, or make them even, and they always look good, and you don't have to do anything else. I love that you can see the natural tone of the cork with that white sole of the foot of the shoe, and then this is the new lizard. We have them in 2 shades. So you have light rose, which has kind of like that copper buckle, or we have the white lizard, which is the one that I chose to wear. There's only 100 left in the light rose, and just so you guys know, when we partner with Birkenstock and we bring in the newest, you know, colorways and designs and all that, we don't get tens of thousands. We bring in a small selection, and once they're gone, they're gone. We don't always guarantee a reorder, and this is at a special customer appreciation price. And the canvas is new, and I love the canvas for me because, again, I'm a jeans and t-shirt girl. I really am. So I love the idea of the canvas being a little bit more casual, a little bit more everyday, kind of weekend, farmer's market, running your errands. And then we have those in 2 colors. Right now you're seeing that white embossed lizard, but the canvas is in stone coin, which is your gray, or the surf green.
Yeah, love these colors. Love that the buckles are also dyed to match. They're still metal buckles, by the way. They're not plastic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, totally dyed to match. They have like a coating
cool.
on them, right?
Nice. I thought they would be like a plastic.
Same.
Yeah.
So I was really impressed by that as well. Just again, it speaks to the quality of construction. And I love looking at the outsole. We always do different colors. This is actually the black outsole, but this one's more of a taupey color outsole versus like the white that we have on the classic white. So you see
that's
all
that
of it
new like eggshell that we'll see later.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love that. I love that you guys are shopping. If you want the surf green, now less than 100 in that surf green as well. So if that kind of teal ocean blue is your colorway.
Ooh, almost gone.
Almost gone, yeah. And remember, dual sizing, we recommend if you're a half size, you size down. So if you're 8.5, you would go to an 8. We're excited that you guys are shopping with us. Thank you so much for all of your orders. We're actually here live in our studios, but I don't know if you've heard, QVC Group is now live 24/7 on QVC's TikTok shop, and we're the first US brand to do so. So please download the app and shop on the QVC TikTok shop. I was watching it this morning while getting ready, and there was some great beauty on, and we're there 24/7. So we're excited that you can find us anytime, any day. But don't go anywhere because more Birkenstock deals right after this.
It's Customer Appreciation Month, and it's all about you. For the entire month of April, we're showing the love to our HSN card VIPs with exclusive perks like VIP Thursdays. Get a special offer every Thursday in April, plus extra flex on every item under $369 all day, every day, or VIP financing on so many items. Not a card member? Apply now and instantly get $15 off when you're approved. Visit hsn.com/HSN card or call 1-800-695-1418 for details on our exclusive VIP offers. Thank you for being at HSN Card VIP.
The G by Giuliana woman is a woman who is a true fashionista. We firmly believe that every woman deserves to feel confident, beautiful, and comfortable. High-end fashion for the everyday woman.
I hope you stick around for Come On In with Callie. Guess who's filling in for Callie? Me. Callie's on a well-deserved time off, so we're excited that I could take you shopping for a few hours longer. This hour was all about Birkenstock, and I'm a Birkies girl. Never thought I would say that. I am. I mean, I like it.
Has a nice ring to it.
I know, I'm a Birkies girl. And I have a lot of Birkenstocks. I've got the Arizona, I have a Giza, I have the Madrid. I actually don't own a Mayari. Mayari.
Well, this needs to be your next one,
I
because
think
this is
so.
probably my favorite. The ones I'm wearing are the ones I wear almost daily, all the time.
And that's what you want to do, and that's what you will do. And I do love that these are thinner straps, and there's a little toe loop. So this is the Mayari. We will talk about the fact that you are getting them shipped completely for free to your door today with our 5 interest-free credit card payments. That's any major credit card. We break up your payments over 5 months. They're $22 to get a brand new Birkenstock home to you. So we've got a lot of great colors, a lot of classic neutrals that we'll go over. This has a customer pick rating with over 297 reviews. So you love it. Amy loves it. Sounds like I need to pick up a colorway today. I see the one that I want, though. I can already tell. Okay, so I'm going to take you through these. First and foremost, we have it in white. So classic white, you should always have at least one white sandal. And this is going to be a white sandal that actually stays white, in my opinion, because I have I have the white Arizona, and I wear it all the time. This is the color that I'm liking. I'm loving this sand castle color. So it does have that beautiful kind of like soft, beigey tone, so that's Sandcastle. Then we have Stone in the gray family. Notice that the buckles are starting to change colorway, so they coordinate perfectly depending on which color you choose. Mocha, which also has that same kind of like copper buckle. Then Black with the black buckle, which is a fan favorite for me.
Yep.
That has more of a matte finish on the straps. Then we have Antique, a little bit of that sort of antique, like lacy color.
Yep, kind of an off-white with a
like
sheen.
a little bit of an ivory with a sheen. Then Graceful Taupe, which is
Taupe also has that sheen.
Yep. And then we also have it in Licorice, which does also have a sheen, and those have more of the how would you define the buckle?
It's probably more of a, I want to say alloy because I have alloy in my head, but like not chrome, more of a like patina to it. Yeah.
We're gonna go more like a steel color or something like that.
Yes.
Okay, so let's dive into the Mayari and how she is different than all the designs we've seen thus far.
I think the Mayari is so elegant, and there's a reason why I wear this one all the time. It shows off more of the foot. It's very feminine. I love the toe loop. So this is one of the few silhouettes that we actually have a toe loop on. I'm sure we have more, but this is the one we show the most that has the toe loop. So with the toe loop, what's great about it is it's very thin that goes between your toes. It's just that little thin strap. Underneath you have the felt, so you barely even feel it. The Giza is great too because we have a tapered toe post, but some people, even that is a little much for them. They're very sensitive between their toes. So this is so soft, so flexible, and nice and warm. I just love that kind of toe wrap detail. I think it's a nice little extra look to the foot, and I like this antique lace color because it has a nice sheen to it. It's a neutral, so it is really easy to elevate, but it goes with everything.
I mean, honestly, there's not a bad one in the bunch. They all go with everything. This is kind of the classic tried and true tones for Birkenstock. So maybe there's just a colorway like me that you don't have in this style. That's gonna be that black, that has the black buckle as well. The one that is most limited is Sandcastle. That's the one that I chose. Inherently, I didn't do that on purpose, you guys. I literally just looked at it and I was like, this is such a perfect neutral kind of linen-y.
Yeah, look how beautiful it looks with your sweater.
I know, with the sweater. I should have worn this one. And I like that it has more of a soft gold, like a satin finish on the gold buckle. And these are a little bit thinner straps, as you can tell, so thinner up the top. And then that toe loop, again, to Amy's point, there's no plastic in there. There's nothing rubbing or digging in between your toes. It wraps all the way around beautifully. Kind of looks like a little toe ring, right? It's a little bit of jewelry and accessory. Let me tell you which one. So I think so Mocha is most popular in this presentation. So that's kind of a classic, like, soft brown.
Yeah, you know what I love about the Mocha in all of our neutral colors? So my 15-year-old, she's really starting to get into Birkenstocks right now. And I thought, oh, she'll want, maybe one of the girly colors or the fashion colors. No, Mocha. Mom,
really?
I want Birkenstocks. I want them in the brown. That's what she tells me. I'm like, okay. So it really is timeless. It really is iconic. These colors, these shades, they are designed to go with everything. That Sandcastle one, I have that in one of our Papilio designs. Absolutely stunning, looks great on the foot. And anything nude is going to elongate your body. So if you're looking just to make your legs look even longer, that's a great shade to go with.
It absolutely is. And we have all the shades and all the sizes right now. Remember, dual sizing on this. That's classic to Birkenstock. So 5, 5.5, all the way up through 11, 11.5. If you are an in-between size and you think you're a wide or a narrow, but you're a half size, we recommend you round down. That is that graceful taupe that has got that little bit of that hint of that sheen. Very, very popular and gorgeous. And again, at a great price point, you can find Birkenstocks in all the major department stores and standalone stores. They are a global recognized brand. Here at HSN, you're getting them home to try them for 30 days for $22. That's kind of the extra special bonus, is you don't pay for it all today, but you still get to try it for 30 days.
That's amazing.
And put them on. You want to wear these to really see the difference, or if you're buying them as a gift as well, you also have that 30 days for that decision. All right, from one customer pick to another customer pick, this is the Catalina Graceful, an easy one-band slide sandal. So we have them in, this is the antique lace. So if you didn't like it in the Mayari, we've got it in the antique lace. We also have it in your graceful taupe. So these have a little hint of that sheen and kind of like that copper rose gold buckle. Then we also have it in licorice. Licorice is going to have more of that steel buckle and a little hint of that sheen in the black. And then the brand new color for 2025 is the faded purple.
Isn't
I
that
love
pretty?
her.
Yes, and we're seeing this color in some of our other silhouettes as well. Looks so beautiful on the Catalina. It is just kind of a little bit of a patent to it. Gorgeous color, I think perfect for this time in spring. I mean, look how, I think all the purples right now are looking so stunning. And I think the contrast of that gold buckle just really stands out.
And it has like a satin finish to it, so it doesn't take away from the purple. I mean, this is such a stunner, you guys. $89.95, breaking up your payments over 5 months at $17.99, free shipping and handling. And this is another customer pick. And I think we should kind of revisit sort of the history and the story of Birkenstock. Many people are just getting up or, you know, maybe having breakfast together. And you hear every generation loves Birkenstock. And this is not a brand that just popped out of nowhere.
No, over 250 years of history and tradition, starting in 1774. It's like story time. Starting in 1774, Johann Birkenstock was our very first registered shoemaker in the family. Fast forward into the 1900s, his great-grandchildren developed the contoured insert, and that was what was going inside of people's shoes. It was such a hit, they decided to make their own shoes, and that very first one was the Madrid, which we saw at the top of the hour. Fast forward even further into the 60s, I think it was 1966, they actually came across into America. Right around that time is when the Arizona came out, so that is why so many Americans really think that the Arizona is synonymous with the word Birkenstock, because that's when it came over into the US, and that was obviously during the hippie movement and free love, and so that was a very popular silhouette of the time, but it's not the only one. And Birkenstock truly shines when it comes to giving you sophisticated looks that are timeless, elegant, really perfect for any occasion. And this Catalina, I think, is stunning because it's very modern. It's very like minimalistic kind of sophistication, in my opinion, almost architectural.
Yeah, I agree. And I think, again, you know, if you've never tried a Birkenstock, this is a great one to try. It's very much kind of like a fashion chameleon. You could be wearing trousers, denim, leggings, a sweatsuit, shorts, dresses, and this Catalina really goes with everything. It's really deciding what colorway. If you want to get neutral colors, of course, the neutrals are available. I love the purple. We're calling it faded purple. It is brand new for the 2025 season. There are 87 left in that purple.
Oh,
that is
wow.
it.
Yeah, these are going to be
So
gone
I would
fast.
say if you're putting these in your cart, make sure you check out. We cannot hold them for you. If somebody else is shopping later in the day looking for the deals and they find that purple here at HSN and you haven't already checked out, they'll steal your size. They don't even ask. They just steal it. Okay, the taupe is the next one that's going to sell out. If you like the taupe, I'll show those to you together. This is a great one because, again, if you're somebody that maybe you don't land on just always wearing black or white, you want something kind of in the middle that's neutral, this is a great option. Goes with browns, goes with grays, but I really love this antique lace in an alternative to white.
Yes.
Because a lot of us want something that's neutral, but we still want to kind of stay light and bright.
Yes, and so you can see I'm wearing an antique lace in the Mayari. Goes great just with I have more of a cream-based shirt here, but definitely goes great with your whites, your neutrals, all of your earth tones as well. It really is a chameleon of a color because it's a neutral. It's going to go with everything, but also you're not maybe quite as worried about getting it dirty as maybe an optic white, which, by the way, even our white ones, take a magic eraser.
I was going to say, they're easy to clean.
They do. Yeah. They come clean very easily.
And so soft. This upper is so soft. In the inside, you know, you don't have anything that's rubbing, anything that is scratching. I mean, this is a two-piece construction. I'll just take this one. And you can easily, look, I've got my nails done. You can easily unbuckle and rebuckle. But what's on the inside is just like a puppy's ear. I mean, it's super soft. It's like a felt fabric backing.
Yes.
So it feels like, you know, like a favorite t-shirt on your skin. And see how malleable it is? Now, the footbed itself is not going to bend because that's what becomes like an extension of your foot and all of the touch points, anywhere from that that deep heel cup to the toe bar and becomes like a perfect imprint of your perfect foot, which is not like your left foot or your right foot or your sister's foot or your mom's foot, independent to you, but the upper gives you a lot of that flexibility so that you can feel like there is some movement up top.
Yes.
The licorice and the faded purple, you can't go wrong with these, especially when you're getting them on free shipping and handling and flexible payments. That's where we here at HSN can shine, because these are going to be the same designs and the same colorways you're finding in the big major department stores.
Yep. And one thing that's really amazing about Birkenstocks, it really kind of is a paradigm shift. And once you experience it, you'll understand and you'll never go back. But we're so used to trying to make our feet fit our shoes. That's just how we, that's our culture. Like we make our feet fit in those shoes. These shoes fit to your feet. They customize to your feet. The more you wear them, the better they get. Your feet change organically. They're gonna change with you because they're gonna mold to your foot what your foot needs.
Which is why you buy a pair of Birkenstock, you never have to replace them. In my opinion, you're gonna wear them for many, many months, many years, many seasons, many lifetimes. So it's a really great deal. Okay, here's where I'm going to just let all my savvy shoppers know we have the EVAs. We have the EVAs in the dual banded Arizona style. These are gonna be incredibly popular. Why? Because they're $49.95. So everything you love about the look and the feel of Birkenstock, but in a water-friendly, summer-happy shoe. So here we have it for you in sage, and you can notice that it's all sage. Now this one will have a little bit more flexibility because it doesn't have the cork, but there's only 3 dozen left in sage. 3 dozen left in sage, so you definitely want to place your order on that. I'm really gravitating toward these like light neutrals. I love this eggshell color because I think it's going to go with everything. It's just a really, really kind of light, not white. It's like a marshmallow white.
Ooh,
you know what I mean?
That's a great way of describing it.
It's got like a fluffy warmth
and again,
to it.
it goes so well with your
so
sweater.
Good with my
so you
sweater.
can see, it really goes with those warm neutrals.
Then if you like gray, we have it for you in stone. These are another stone coin. These are another customer pick, you guys. And then finally, the roast. Oh, I need the roast. I don't have chocolate color like that.
Yeah, I know, right? Here.
No, there's only 16 left.
Oh, these are almost gone. I have to say this because I feel like this
is there, what sizes do we have?
Not like the beef.
I might have to pull my, I love you. You did that last time we did this together.
It's tradition now.
Am I in luck? What? Okay, I've got my size. Okay, so we have 5 through 7. So 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, and then 7, 7.5. Okay, so you see these ones do bend. This isn't my size, so don't come for me when you're like, those don't look like they fit you, because they don't. But I would get my size, and I'm gonna get these. I don't have anything like in this chocolate, like coffee bean color.
It's a really beautiful chocolate color.
And they're really lightweight.
Yes, super lightweight. They just fall. You can throw them. No, they float. Okay, so here I haven't spoke to this yet in the hour. So your traditional Birkenstocks with the cork footbed, do not get them wet. I know that they're sandals. I know you want to wear them to the beach and to the pool and on the boat. You cannot get them wet. It will affect the moldability of that footbed. Also, there's a lot of leather involved and suede. You don't want to mess it up. This is the shoe that we designed for you to wear in the water, near the water, around the water. So this is the shoe that's going to be your lake house shoe, your boating shoe, your beach shoe. This is the one that I pack with me in my car in case of last minute rain showers. If I have to slip my traditional Birks off and put this on so I can go splash through the rain. This is the one that I actually wore all the way through Europe. I thought I was going to wear one of my traditional ones, but because it was hot and we were looking for opportunities to like jump into the water in Positano, this was the one that I wore the most often. And it does have that EVA moldable foam, so it gives you a little bit more cushion, maybe a little bit more than what you're used to. So if you're just starting out with Birkenstocks, it's a great place to get started because it does have that contoured footbed. It's just not going to mold to your foot. So we can do a little tour again through the footbed if you want, starting with that deep heel cup. You're gonna see here, you see how deep that is? Here, let me move my hand around. Nice deep heel cup that you're gonna slide into. Then you have that arch support down the middle that supports all 4 parts of your arch there, all 4 arches. Then you have that nice wide toe box to stretch out and that raised toe bar for that gripping motion. And remember, these buckles are functional. So you will see some dupes of these out on the market. And here's a couple things they won't have. They won't have that full contoured footbed. They might have like a couple little curves. They don't have that full contoured footbed. They don't have functional buckles. So there's nothing like the original. Go for the original Birks. They're also going to be better quality. They're going to last you a lot longer.
And they're $9.99. Let me tell
crazy.
you, that is less than you probably spent on that coffee and that donut this morning to get Birkenstocks home. This is the water-friendly customer pick Arizona style. It's EVA, so they're inherently really, really lightweight. You can wear them in the water environments or climates, and this new sage is a gorgeous color. It's got like that hint of that really pretty kind of sage green, and then we also have it in the eggshell, which is like this soft kind of marshmallowy creamy color, and that is the stone coin, the gray, which is also, you see a trend, we're talking about a lot of eggshells, we're talking about a lot of stones and grays, so there's a trend in all of the designs, but this is the best, most affordable way to be able to get Birkenstocks or more Birkenstocks in your closet. I love these also as house shoes.
Yes.
If you're traveling and you're in and out of somewhere, from like the hotel to the outdoor shower to the indoor shower. My grandmother used to always say, you know, you don't walk around, anyways, she used to wear her shower shoes.
Yes.
But I almost said chocolate. The roast is on its way to selling out. Ooh. So the roast is really, really popular right now. We only have a handful left. Okay, we're down to five. Okay, now they're gone.
They're gone. Okay, no more.
You guys, I know, listen, I love you at home, but like, you didn't save me one pair. I don't have like that chocolate colorway, and I really wanted it, but that's okay. There's still an eggshell for me.
There you go.
$9.99 gets it home. This is a great, 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 great way to just try Birkenstock.
Yeah.
See if you like them, right? The teenagers, the college-age students, oh my gosh, they would go crazy if you got this. I would rather get this than chocolate for Easter.
Oh, absolutely. I love,
Right?
I'll give you a chocolate colored something
That's
rather
right.
than actual chocolate. But you're
Who
right.
wants an Easter egg when you can get eggshell?
I know. And
Birkenstocks.
speaking of Easter egg, we're about to have some really beautiful colors here. Maybe some that you might even see on an Easter egg.
I know. That's what's exciting about shopping here at HSN. These are brand new. Yes, this is Birkenstock. This is not a dupe. This is not an imposter. There are a lot of brands out there who are trying to do what Birkenstock does, and that's why Birkenstock stays as the leader, the global leader. They've been in business for nearly 250 years, or over 250 years.
Yes.
And so they just keep bringing you what you want, and apparently you like EVA. So we do have a gorgeous EVA. That's that light, water-friendly, really soft, cushiony, flexible version of the Giza. So the Giza is actually their thong style. So it's that single right down in between your first and second toe. And then it does have the strap over the vamp of the foot. And then you have that adjustable buckle. So how fun are these colors? So this colorway, I will need some help. I'm gonna start right here.
Yep.
Because these ones, oh wait,
peach.
Coral Peach.
Coral Peach.
Coral Peach. I love this color. This is gonna be my nails next week when I go to Mexico. Just saying.
Yes.
All right, then we have Lime Green.
Love
Lime
that
Green,
one.
that's fun. Then we go to some classics. I've got these, black and white, okay? Easy breezies. Okay, and then we have some other fun colors.
Fondant pink.
Fondant pink.
Not to be confused with light rose. I'm gonna hold these next. This one's light rose. This one's fondant pink. So you have two different kind of variations.
This has a little bit of like a purple undertone or like an orchid undertone.
Yes, absolutely. This one is surf green that we have in that beautiful green hue. And then this one is the metallic anthracite.
Okay.
So a little bit more of a metallic, maybe deep gray.
Like a charcoal, yeah. So lots of great colors. And again, because they're EVA, you get a great price point at under $50 with our flexible payments. You can't find this anywhere else. You have 5 months to pay it off. That is today and today only. We are also doing free shipping on your Birkenstock. So these are $9.99. Get them home. Mother's Day, graduation, you are going on vacation, you're going, maybe you're taking a little European trip, you're going to South America, you're going to the desert. Like, this is the ultimate travel accessory.
Yeah, and so easy to clean, right? So you bring it back to your hotel room, maybe it's gotten dirty. I've worn these on my dad's farm, actually. Maybe you got them dirty in the mud or wherever you're at, you just stick them under the hose, wash them off. I actually have thrown mine in the washing machine. Don't dry them, let them air dry. But they're very, very easy to clean. And you were mentioning how teenagers love them, college students love them. There's a reason they're so fun, easy to wear, they're light. This is the one that I keep outside, so we keep some shoes outside. So you know, if you're on the go and you need just to run out really quick, they're not going to be affected by humidity if that's kind of a place where you keep your shoes. Whereas the regular Birkenstocks, they will be affected by humidity, rain outside, that type of thing. This is the one that goes in the pool bag. This is the one I keep in my tote bag. This is a great flat if you work in the city and you just want to have a flat available to throw on.
So if you want the fondant pink, there's 4 dozen left. Ooh. Sorry, just need to interrupt because if you're loving and you're looking at it, I would make sure you're picking it up. And by picking it up, I mean putting it in your cart and actually completing your checkout process, because putting it in your cart does not hold it for you. It's not a reservation. We're not a restaurant.
Right.
Or a hotel.
No, you got to grab it. You
gotta grab
it while you can. This is a great shot to also show that tapered toe post. So, you know, anytime you have a thong styling, a lot of times it's a cylindrical toe post. With Birkenstock, we make this tapered so that it slides in between your toes so much better. Here, I'm just going to show you with my fingers. You can see how nicely it fits in between.
And I also like that this is flat up here. You know what I mean? That it's all really soft and flexible.
And you're reinforced here, not underneath. So you're not going to have a blowout.
Got it.
How many times have you had a thong just like snap on you while you're walking? That's so annoying. No, this is like...
You had to preface and say while you're walking, because you and I looked at each other and all of a sudden, spring break, circa, what, like 1998 or something? Sorry. This is what happens when I can only hold it together for so long with Amy. We try to be professional.
We do.
But we're talking about fun, bright colored, happy spring break, summer, fun shoes.
These are a great spring break shoe.
They are a great spring break shoe. They're a great summer shoe. They're a great for all age shoe. If you've got a preteen, right? You've got daughters. This is a nice way if they're dying for Birkenstocks, you're like, I'm not spending $110 on you. Get them this for $9.99. I personally love the lime green. I'm a girl who loves when we hit fluorescent season, whether it's bathing suits or whether you're playing with nail polish. Obviously, I like to do a lot of fun at nail colors. So between these two, these got like a little bit more of that punch, that sort of coral peach and that lime green. These are a little more effervescent. Ooh, yeah. I feel like there could be a little margarita over here and maybe a little peach daiquiri here.
Oh, there you go. I like where your head's at. You're definitely in Mexico right now.
I am. These are classic black and white. You cannot go wrong with these. This is obviously where a lot of us start, because these are your grab and goes, or the ones that you know you don't have to try to fit them into your wardrobe. But I do like to play with all of these fun colors. So again, lime green, fondant pink. We are now down to our final and last call. We do have this really pretty light rose. It's like a whisper of pink. It's like a whisper light, like very light carnation. This surf green is on its way to selling out. We now only have a few dozen left in that. And then we have the anthracite, which is like a dark charcoal. I'll show that next to the black, just so you can see like a dark charcoal gray. Here's what I want to let you know. $9.99 gets it home. You have time to pay it off. You also have 30 days. If you get the wrong color, get the wrong size, you have 30 days to exchange for free. Let us be your concierge. Let us say, okay, you didn't like that color, you want to swap it out, or you didn't like the size, we'll do that for you for free. Let's talk about sizing really quickly. Is it any different than your traditional Birkenstocks?
Same as traditionals, whole sizes. So if you're a 10.5, 10, you're going to stick with the 10. 9.5, 9, stick with the 9, go true to size. Use that conversion chart. We've done it all for you. You don't have to worry about the European sizes. We've done it all for you. Go true to size. Again, you're getting that contoured footbed, the DNA of the Birkenstock brand. You're getting all of that support in a waterproof shoe. This is the shoe you're going to take around the boat. You're going to take to the beach. You don't have to worry about damaging the footbed. It's made for this, right? This is the one. I have so many fun stories about my EVAs. Like, we take our whiskey walks. I walk on my EVAs. We do, when I was in Italy and we were in Positano, like, they have a lot of pebbles on their beach that hurt my feet. I just walked in these straight into the water. I swam in them. You know, they're great. They really are here for everything that you need. And you're right, they're at a price point that's so much more approachable if you're just maybe getting introduced to Birkenstock, or to your point, if you have children, their feet are still growing.
True.
So a lot of times you're like, I want to get you a Birkenstock, but I know you're just going to grow out of it soon. This is a little bit easier of a price point to kind of ease into if you know you have a kid that needs that support and that health and wellness for their feet, but their feet are growing.
And you're still getting all that health and wellness. All of the touch points that we've talked about with that cork footbed is built into this EVA. And I love the construction. I love that there is no flash of any buckles, right? It's all tonal, and that lime green is so fun. Shalane, you need that lime green, girl.
It looks great on you.
That looks so good. I could see her in a little, maybe a little green bikini.
Ooh, cute.
And a little sarong and a big hat. Yes, she's giving me double thumbs up. Okay, that's her vibe. And Miss Jamie, I think Jamie's going to a brunch. Maybe she's throwing a little afternoon tea party. She's going to that soiree. Listen, that's where your Birkenstocks will take you, and they'll take you in style. So thank you all so much for your orders. 089, I think it was 799 was your item number. If you are wanting to shop for any Birkenstocks, you can go to hsn.com. All of the styles that Amy and I are bringing you are right there on our website. But so if you haven't found something that you like, definitely check that out. But we are going to finish up with the Florida Birko Floor. It's a customer pick. It's a lot of mouthful. This is, I don't know. No, yes, this is Mocha. I don't know that I've actually presented a triple strap Birkenstock
We do not
before.
air this one as often, so I love to get a chance to talk about it.
Yeah, okay, so this is the Mocha. I'm really intrigued by this because this is different for me. So 3 straps. I've never, ever shared this shade of blue.
Yes.
This is new to me also.
Brand new, very pretty blue.
This is really good for our denim girls. All of our DG2s, right? That's
yeah, it's
great.
getting nautical to me too. I love a good nautical moment, so that color blue is
Look
really
how great
pretty
it looks
that.
with your denim. I'm just saying.
Oh
like,
yeah.
So good. Okay. Less than 100 available in blue. Apparently you guys have found the blue on hsn.com. And then we also have it for you in black.
Yes. The triple strap on this, so cool, kind of giving a little bit more of a gladiator look, but still a slide. So a lot of gladiators end up going up and around your ankles. This, you have the convenience of it still being a slide. Obviously you have those great functional buckles, so you're gonna adjust the straps to your comfort level. I love that you can do that because if you are wearing it traveling, sometimes our feet swell, or maybe you have a health condition where your feet swell, or maybe you're pregnant. My feet swell a lot when I was pregnant with my first daughter. So you have that ability to kind of adjust the strap where you want it to be, especially in these hot summer months. I love, we haven't really discussed the layers as much this time, so I want to talk a little bit about the layers. We have that EVA outsole, which gives you that great traction. That's where we start on the bottom. Then we have a layer of jute. That jute is really there to kind of hold everything together. Then we have that cork and latex center. That's where the magic happens. That is what's going to mold to your foot. Another layer of jute, and then the top is that suede sock lining, which to me is just a signature tactile feeling that you get when you slide into a Birkenstock. Together, all these layers, they really are timeless. This is our contoured footbed. This is how it's been for years and years. It will not change, and this is what molds to your foot and really creates that custom experience. So it's very simple, but it's very powerful and effective.
Which is why Birkenstock doesn't change it, right? It's why we always say it's the DNA of the brand. And what's really nice is it kind of complements your personal DNA. It becomes that imprint of your own foot, which your right foot and your left foot are not the same. The curves, the touch points, the way our feet change as we get older, it makes a big difference. And I think there's less, I know for me, there's less fat on my feet, right? You know, that's why you see little babies and they have the cute little chubby little feet. And then those areas of our body, which have a lot of bones, and you know, we're putting our whole body weight on it starts to thin out. That's one of the things I like about Birkenstock is it really does hold your foot. You get that stability, and you also have that support. This is not a thin little flat little sandal. It has that cork footbed for a reason. And I think that getting the Florida is a cool little style. I've never seen this triple strap design. I like that they're all thinner straps, not super thick, and they're all adjustable. So you can get that custom fit. $24 gets them home. Remember, that's what's nice about shopping here at HSN. You use any major credit card. We send it to your door. Free shipping and handling, that's on us. It's Customer Appreciation Month. We try to treat you nice all month long. I mean, all year long too.
Yes.
And this blue has stolen my heart because I've never seen, it's like a rich, dark indigo, like just a really nice navy colorway. And what's really pretty about this one is it goes great with denim. And I think a lot of us wear a lot of denim, whether you're wearing denim dresses, denim shorts, denim jeans, denim leggings. We do have these in the dual sizing. Amy, will you tell us a little bit how to size?
Yes, absolutely. So when you do your sizing, you're going to go true to size. If you're a classic 10, you'll be a 10. If you're a half size, you're also going to round down to that whole size. So a 10.5 would order a 10, a 5.5 would order a 5. And the way that you'll know that you're actually fitting in the shoe, when you slide in, you want to make sure your heel sinks into that heel cup and is framed by the footbed, not overflowing over the edge of the heel cup. You want your toes to stay within that wide toe box in the front. You don't want them to flow over. And you want that raised toe bar to be right up under the crease of your toes so that you can get that great traction and that gripping motion. And if for some reason that's not how it's fitting and you're flowing over it, you want to go ahead and size up. I haven't met a person yet that's had to. Almost every single person, true to size, works just how it's supposed to.
Oh, I love that.
Yes, okay, so also let's just take again a brief tour through the contours here. We're going to go through the deep heel cup, then we have that nice arch support. That arch support is going to support all 4 arches of the foot, that wide toe box, which is going to give you plenty of room to stretch out, and then you have that nice raised toe bar so you get that gripping motion. And I love on the Florida that this is that narrower strap. I love that it's giving a gladiator moment, but of course you can have fun adjusting this to where you want it, totally customizing to your foot. And if you are maybe a Birkenstock collector, yes, this is one that we don't air as often, so I think this is a fun one to be collecting, especially in that blue that we were talking about. But maybe you're just not an Arizona person. Maybe you say, I don't really love the big too thick straps. This is a great one because you have those 3 narrow straps. And I think it really creates something unique. It's a really unique silhouette for Birkenstock, yet remaining true to the brand. Well, I think we're going to be going to Valerie here shortly. I think we have even more fun to come.
That's right. Amy, you did a great job. Thank you so much. I traveled from one studio to the next in my Birkenstocks. Amy, have a great day. We're going to continue on with Come On In with Callie. Callie is off today, but that's okay. I'm going to step in for her. My name is Valerie Stupp. Looks like she was like